Hi guys, welcome to WIC channel. My name is Rifat. So one of my previous video I did was about savings account, right? And kind of went through what's a savings account and all this kind of stuff. But now, I'm gonna do one is the difference between a TFSA and a savings account, and kind of go through as show you guys kind of a quick board on my supercomputer, kind of show you guys the difference between the both, and at the end comes the whiteboard and kind of give you guys as what best kind of scenario you would use a savings account, TFSA, all this kind of stuff, and what's kind of the best option, right? As per my opinion. So yeah, let's go ahead to the supercomputer and let's go ahead with that beautiful board that I built you guys with a couple of cards, show you guys the difference of both. Let's do this. Thank you very much for joining this supercomputer. As you guys can see, so now I have the board split into kind of the features, like what can you hold and all this kind of stuff, and the TFSA one column and the savings account. So what can you hold? The TFSA. TFSA can hold investments like stocks, bonds, all that kind of stuff, and also savings money with interest, right? Savings account is pretty much savings account, saving money, and you earn interest on it. What's the use for it, right? You can use it TFSA for short and long term, and you save anything for whatever you want, right? You can save it for any other situations you want. Savings account is just save anything you want. It's mostly just how long, it's how you decide. It could be short, long term, but you just save for also for anything you want. Taxed TFSA, no. Your savings account, yes. Annual contribution limit, it's 6,000 right now for 2019 per year for this year, plus any unused contribution limit you have in the past years. And for savings account, there is no limit. For over contribution penalty, you have 1% for any excess on the TFSA. Savings account, none. Withdraw, yes, but all three depends on what you invest, right? You can withdraw anytime. For example, you would invest in stocks. Example, it would take time to clear. When you sell a stock, it takes a couple of business days to kind of clear, and the money comes in, and it kind of then you can pull it out. So it depends, right? So and also don't forget, when you take it out on the TFSA, it stays as a contribution until the next year where it resets. So that also you must take that into consideration whenever you're pulling out the money. Savings account, pulling on anytime you want, because it's just money, right? There's no any like clearings or investments. And also withdrawal effect, yeah, that's something I've just mentioned previously. It's important is that because anything you withdraw this year, it just kind of adds back to the next year, so it has an effect. So if, for example, you have 6,000 this year, you contributed 3, you contributed 6, and you pull out 3, you technically don't have room until next year where it resets. So you cannot put back 3 saying that you took out 3. No, because you took out 3, but technically you invested 6. So you wait until 2020 where the 3 comes back with a new annual contribution. So that's important to take into consideration. Savings account, there's nothing of that sort. So that's about it. So I kind of resume the chart. Let's go to the whiteboard and let's find this video. Let's go. Thank you very much for joining on the whiteboard. So finally, you guys can see is you guys logically think, hey, the tax-free savings account is the best thing ever. Why even we do have a savings account, right? Because it takes tax-free savings account, you don't pay taxes, all this kind of stuff. So it's all those wonderful things that you have, right? So it's kind of a logic thing to think that a savings account, tax-free savings account is good. But kind of give you guys here the two best scenarios, right? We can have as two best situations, and I think I'll kind of show you that there's still a need for a savings account. First situation is people would kind of load up the TFSA contribution to the limit, load it up to the max, and then then kind of go with the savings account. That's kind of one of the situations you can have. The other situation I would see is you would kind of put your TFSA on a medium to long-term investments. You don't necessarily touch, and then at the end you would kind of fill up your savings account with emergency fund that you need, and short-term money that you need. You would fill up your savings account with TFSA filled with medium to like long-term investment. As for my scenario, I think that's the best way, because you don't want to fill up your TFSA with and then go to savings account and fill up your TFSA just with money, or like having money that TFSA that is just giving you 1% interest rate, right? It's not it's yes, it's working for you, but it's less than inflation. That's for one. And you're just filling up your TFSA with something you could earn more. And 1% interest and 1% on your savings account is very noticeable on your taxes, right? You might end up paying maybe like $10 or $20 in taxes, but you would gain and like pay maybe that on taxes. It's barely nothing. So I would consider, like, fill up your TFSA with like more investment, more long to medium term investments, and keep your savings account for emergency fund that's there, that's easily accessible. Because you got to take into consideration, if you pull off your TFSA, you have no contribution limit until next year resets. So there's still a need for a savings account. I would say savings account, mostly emergency, kind of just stays as a fund to help you guys. So that's my approach. I would kind of use the option 2. But anyways, it kind of fits whatever you guys see fit, right, for your needs at the end of the day, because it's your money and how you see you want to handle it, right? But drop a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Like, tell me, like, like, what's your best approach? What kind of mixes, how you mix your savings and TFSA? I would love to know. Anyways, drop a comment. I would love to hear. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys didn't subscribe, and 2 links in the description. 1 for our Facebook page for this fantastic channel, and 2 for the Twitter page, where I kind of post all the business news that's ongoing. So that's about it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day. Whoosh.